Alright guys, today I got a special locomotive that y'all don't want to miss. And this is a Bachmann box here. Wait, let me see if I can see. Okay, so let's take a look and see what this locomotive is. Okay, here's all the paper and the foam. Alright. This one's gonna be very, very special. I'll take the tender out. So yeah, some of you already know what this is. This is a Southern Pacific Daylight 484 Northern. So this one's numbered 4446, not 4449 as I thought it would, but okay, what? So this is GS-4 number 4446 with the train numbering 99 for the Coast Starlight. And here's the Southern Pacific tender. This indicates that this is after 1946. Before 1946, the lettering would be the Southern Pacific lines, but after 1946 or World War II in 1945, they would be painted. The tenders would be painted with the Southern Pacific lettering. So yeah. So okay, let's see what we could observe first. So the detailing on this is actually it's actually pretty impressive. It's just like the real GS-4. It's a little dusty, I know, but still, it's kind of real, like the GS-4 engines that worked in the late 1940s and early 1950s. So, okay. So, let's see. So I got this thing for $25 at the Niles Depot open house. Sorry if you can't see the whole thing. Yeah, I got this at the Niles Depot open house for 25 bucks. So the story is that the guy, he had this thing for $40, and I've noticed this GS-4. and I decided to wait if anyone was gonna purchase it. When it was time to pack up, I decided to ask the guy if I could make an offer on this GS-4. He said I could have this engine for 25 bucks. So I decided, this is a good I think I can take this. So then I gave him $25, and I also bought a few freight cars from him. So yeah. So originally the guy said this engine was untested, so that would deter anyone from buying this item. And second of all, it was originally going for $40, which is a massive steal for any HO scale modeler. So surprisingly, no one got this engine before me. Alright, so let's see. So yes, you got the Mars light here and the small air horn here. The daylight lettering and the paint, the white walls. Well, not white walls, but okay. So yeah, I don't know if there's really anything to say, but this is an impressive locomotive. Let me see if I can disconnect the tender. And then the other side. There's also like the small builder's plate and all the detailing. Yeah, this is a pretty good locomotive. Alright, now onto the tender. So this is Southern Pacific post 1946 lettering. I already said it like 5 times, but yeah, I mean, there's not really a lot to say about this tender, but good thing is that it has metal wheels, so that's a bonus. So now I'm gonna try to see if I can get this thing to run. We don't need the tender. I'm really sure we don't need the tender. Okay, so it's gonna be a little tricky since I need to practice on how to derail this thing. I've heard a lot of good things about the particular Bachmann Plus GS-4 locomotives but the 1980s version, the early Bachmann ones, they truly suck because they have the pancake motor. I think that's what people call monitor. So yeah, I won't be surprised if this thing won't run, but we're gonna see if we can give it some power. Oh wow, it does run. And even smoothly too. I apologize if my table looks messy, but I'm gonna set up my Motorero soon. So for now, okay, let me try to attach the tender with it. Okay. Let me try to connect it. Alright. So now finally, for an engine that has been sitting in a box for years, this is actually surprisingly good. Make sure it gets some forwards and reverses just so the motor can finally wake up from hibernating. So yeah, this is a pretty cool locomotive and I can't believe I have it. So I want to thank my dad and the guy selling this at the Now's Depot open house that let me have it for $25 because it is such a good deal. Alright guys, so I'm gonna run this thing around the layout, so hopefully it runs well. Okay, so this is a good runner. I already added oil to the axles and bearings, so it runs a lot smoother now. So now we're gonna attach a daylight set to it. Alright, so I attached a daylight set, so now it's time to depart. In this typical fashion, we didn't even make 5 runs, and the daylight set already derailed on a set of Bachmann points. Yeah, that's just Bachmann easy switches for you. Yeah. I hope this daylight set isn't cursed or anything.